Hi guys, Kyri from Electricus Audio Visual. Welcome back to our channel. In this video, we're in North London where we carried out a Control4 upgrade, bringing it up to the latest OS, as well as improve the home's connectivity. I hope you enjoy it. So we're called in by the interior designer because the client had issues with their Control4 system. It had been installed about 12 years ago, and then they also mentioned that they had issues with their Wi-Fi. So when we went to survey the property, we found that they had multiple manufacturing brands deploying their Wi-Fi around the home, some DIY switches that couldn't quite handle the data that they were trying to receive. So basically we swapped that all out, installed a new network with Arent, which is one of our favorite brands because we like to have remote management and bring that onto our overseas cloud, as well as installing a Ruckus mesh system. We chose the Ruckus R350s because not only do they have great range, they also provide Wi-Fi 6, giving the client faster internet, better connectivity and more stability. Which brings us onto the Control4 element of the project. Now, when we did our Wi-Fi survey, we also did a Control4 survey as well. So the first thing we do is we take a download of the system, see how the system is designed, see what elements of hardware have been installed, and then we can take a good scope and see what's working, what's not quite working, so we can see a Zigbee health check and see how the system is currently performing. So the client's got 6 zones of video distribution, and what he said was there was always very bad lag whenever using a remote control, and I could see why. We only had one Zigbee access point, which was in the rack cabinet, and then dotted around the home there were Zigbee repeaters. Now for us, this is bad design because everywhere there's a remote control, there should always be a Zigbee access point. Now we use an EA1 controller, which is one of the smallest controllers in the Control4 family. This acts as a Zigbee access point as well. So everywhere there was a remote control, we've now installed a EA1 controller. In turn, we also upgraded the audio system. They currently had Sonos, which we then upgraded to Control4. So we're using Triad Audio Matrix with Triad amplifiers. The customer uses high-res audio apps such as Tidal and Deezer. So that offers FLAC files, so high-res audio throughput, so the speakers can deliver high-res audio from their app itself. And we've distributed that across 8 zones, including some floor standing speakers that we installed in the living room. We then carried on into the outside where we added more speakers for their entertainment spaces, such as the garden patio area, as well as the swimming pool. The other reason why we added the Control4 audio system was because the client wanted to use his speakers for waking up. So we've installed the wake up agent so the client can then choose his favorite radio station to play when he sets his alarm. They also had a Lutron Homeworks QS system, which we've now integrated fully into the Control4 system itself so that they can set holiday mode because currently it doesn't have holiday mode. We have done it so that the dusk to dawn settings can be done via Control4 as well to tell certain loads to come on as and when sunset and sunrise is. So I mentioned before that we upgraded the audio in the garden. So originally they only had a pair of on-wall speakers by the barbecue area and a pair of on-wall speakers in the swimming pool area. Now the client said it doesn't really fill the spaces, so where the barbecue area was, which leads onto the patio, we installed some additional speakers on wall to serve that area. And then by the swimming pool, we installed a 4.1 setup. We have 4 satellite speakers and 1 subwoofer, which will give an array of sound around the pool and a better experience overall when they're having entertainment with friends and partying, and when the kids want to run around and have fun and just play some music. Finally, we're at the intercom. Now the customer had an old analog system, which means it wasn't smart and wasn't part of the Control4 ecosystem. They wanted the facility to have a smart intercom where they were able to answer the door when they weren't at home. We offered the Control4 solution, so we installed a Control4 DS2. Now what that means is they have the facility now to not just answer the door when they're not at home. We can also make announcements so that when someone pushes the doorbell, and they've got party going on, they'll still be able to hear that someone's at the door because we've made a ding dong sound that comes through the speakers in the relevant areas that they wanted us to play that sound. Also, the kids will be able to call in to mum and dad if they're out and they don't have phone signal from the Control4 touchscreen straight to their mobile phone, so they're able to get hold of them, as well as vice versa, that the people that have the app on their phone will also be able to dial into a touchscreen if someone's not answering their phone at home. So it works both ways for better security and better communication with the family. Now that's the end of our video. As you can see, we don't just offer new installs, we actually offer Control4 upgrades and service calls. Now, if you're unhappy with your existing dealer and you need help with your Control4 system, all of our contact details are in the description below. And as always, if you enjoyed our video, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you on the next one.